Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Fire Emblem. My name is Mangs, and I'm going to be playing Fire Emblem 6, also known as Fire Emblem the Sealed Sword. Or was it the Sword of Seals? I can never really remember. You see, Fire Emblem 6 and Fire Emblem 7 have really similar titles. One of them is called Sword of Seals, the other one is called the Sealed Sword, and that confuses the hell out of me. So let's just say Fire Emblem 6 for now. Now, Fire Emblem, this one was only released in Japan on the Game Boy Advance. The first Fire Emblem game to be released outside of Japan was Fire Emblem 7. And this game is actually a sequel to Fire Emblem 7, even though it was released before. So if you played Fire Emblem 7 and have never heard of Fire Emblem 6, then you will see a lot of familiar faces. So you are hereby warned. If you don't want to get spoiled, you might want to close this video now. Now, another thing, if you don't like swearing and cursing, you shouldn't watch this, because I get really frustrated when I play Fire Emblem, because the game is so hard. I mean, this game is so extremely hard. It will kick your ass all the time. And to add insult to injury, I'm going to be playing it on hard. And I'm not going to use the emulator save states either. I'm going to play it the way it was intended. Normally, when you play Fire Emblem, you are not allowed to save during a mission. You have to do the entire mission without screwing up, and that can be very difficult, so you have to plan very carefully. Now, just talking very briefly about the Fire Emblem game. If you haven't heard about the Fire Emblem, well, I believe it's like 13 Fire Emblem games now, but I have only played the first 8. And this one is my favorite. Out of all the games, Fire Emblem games I played, this one is the one I love the most. Mostly because of the story, but also because it is really challenging, and I love a good challenge. It is, if you've ever played games like Advance Wars and Golden Sun, they're very similar. It's a turn-based strategy game. So if you have played those games, then you have a general idea about how the game plays out. Let's just jump straight into it. Let's go. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for some fucking Fire Emblem. Alright. Now, this game, since it was released in Japan, I had to go get a translation patch, and I believe it like translates 99% of the game, but not this part. This is the introduction. Basically what it says is that a long time ago, men and dragons, they fought in a war, and the humans won. The end. So that's the short story. There were dragons, they got killed by the humans, now the humans rule the world, and the dragons are forgotten and gone. But not entirely. Now, this part, luckily, is translated, so let's get to it. The people of the continent Alib have been spreading technology and civilization for some time now, after the dragons had been defeated in the Dragon-Human Wars. There we have it. In the west resides the kingdom of Etruria, which has the highest level of civilization in Alib. The kingdom of Bern with a... Oh, I hate it when it does that. Let me finish. The kingdom Bern, blah 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 something, military and a practical and pragmatic attitude about life is located in the east. So basically Bern, the nation with a lot of soldiers. These are the two strongest nations in the Alib, and the lesser nations are located between them. There is the Lycian Alliance, which is under joint relationships of various dukes. The people and knights of Illa are hard at work cultivating the snowy wastelands in the north. And here comes the land I cannot pronounce. Sasea? Fuck it, I'm just gonna call it Sake. In Sake lives various clans which through the plains on horseback. So they're basically the nobody people who rides on the plains. And then you have the Illa people who are in the snow. Then you have the Bern people who are like the soldier guys. And then you have Etruria, which are like the noble guys. Although there were occasional clashes between nation-states, there was a general sense of balance and power in Alib. However, that balance was suddenly disrupted. Sorry for not reading perfectly, by the way. It's really difficult to read this, because sometimes it goes like "Wah!" and it goes through a lot of text, and other times it goes really slowly, so... King Sepidal, ruler of the kingdom, has sent out his forces to conquer the rest of Alib. He's like the king of Bern, and if you played Fire Emblem 7, you know who he is. He was a kid in Fire Emblem 7. Bern's forces invaded Sake and Illa, and mercilessly massacred all those who stood against them. And now Bern has shown signs of invading the Lycian Alliance. A youth named Roy was in Lycia's largest territory, Wasitia. He was sent as a transfer student to train to become the next Duke of Fera. And here he is! However, Eliwood, who was fallen ill, has sent for Roy to return home. Yes, that is Eliwood, the main character of Fire Emblem 7. He's old and wrinkled now, and very sick. Sad. And yes, there he is. Hector, my favorite character. He has a beard, and is even more badass than ever. Oh, sorry, the Princess of Acedia traveled to Lucia to pay her respects to Eliwood. That's Lilina, by the way, that's the daughter of Hector. Cute little girl. After getting the message, god damn it, some guys came, and yeah, I hate it when he does that. Some knights came, blah blah blah, and Burs, a knight from Acedia, responsible for Lilina's safety. Now, just a fun fact about that Burs guy, a friend of mine bought the game in its original form. That is, he went, like, he bought it, the Japanese version of the game, and he knows a bit of Japanese, so he translated the name of the knight over to English, and he actually came up with the name Balls. I'm not sure if that was just a poor translation, but because of that I've always called this guy Balls, because I thought it was so funny. So, Knight Balls, a knight from Acedia, responsible for Lilina's safety. Story begins when Roy had reached an area just on the outskirts of Farah. Dum bum bum. Chapter 1. Dawn of Destiny. And as in any good Fire Emblem game, you can't have Chapter 1 without Bandits! Oh, I love that. I love Bandits. They look stupid, and they're always in the first level of every Fire Emblem game. At least I think so. I might be mistaken. Boss, the residents of the castle have hidden themselves inside. Even Eliwood, the greatest knight in Lucia, can't beat an illness, eh? You were right when you said there wouldn't be many soldiers around here, because they're all getting ready to take on Bern. Of course, who do you think I am? But you never know when reinforcements are going... What the hell is going on with the sound? Stop doing that. But you never know when reinforcements are going to come, alright? Kill off the guys in the castle while we still got time. Then the treasure is all ours. Hehehe, castles ain't the only place with treasure. Let's go ransack the villages and get some loot. Master Eliwood, and yes, that is Merlinus. He looks very badass in this game. The bandits from Bow Mountain are attacking us. I see. Blast. I should have realized that since we are in the first chapter of the Fire Emblem game. If I weren't in this state, I would teach them a lesson. Couch, couch. Oh, come on, stop fucking up sound. Stop it. Mr. Eliwood? Lilina, you must hide somewhere. This castle is going to become a battlefield. No, sir, I will fight too. Don't be ridiculous. You're a woman. Go back into the kitchen where you belong. If something happened... Oh, so that's what he's saying. If something happened to you, I wouldn't know what to say to Hector. To my father? But it's going to be alright. Roy should be almost here by now. So if we can hold our own until then, we can drive off these bandits. Malinus, I want you to send a message to Roy informing him of this attack immediately. Yes, sir. There they come. Ouch, there's a lot of them. There comes the cavalry. Oh, it's Lance. What's the matter? Why are you in such a hurry? Master Roy, bandits have appeared and are attacking the castle as we speak. What? Is Lord Eliwood safe? He's inside, defending against the bandit attacks. But I don't know how long he can last with his illness. Excuse me, Lance, is Lady Lilina safe? Yes, Balls, she is. Are you from Acedia? Lady Lilina is in the castle. She should be alright. As long as Lord Eliwood is with her. But he can't last forever. No, I shouldn't have let Lilina go to the castle before me. Lord Roy, regret won't solve anything. We must recapture the castle. Bolt is right. We must hurry. Look, it's Marcus. He's even more useless in this game. And he's old too. Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's go. We're going to save those trapped in the castle. Whew, that was a long intro. My throat is sore. Okay. Before we begin playing Chapter 1 of this amazing game, let's talk about the basics for a few minutes. For those of you who have never played a Fire Emblem game before. Now, if you have played a Fire Emblem game before, you should feel familiar straight away, because they all play out the same. Now, let's just go over the basics. We have my units here in the blue, and we have the bandits, the red ones, my enemy. As you can see, there are a lot more of them than there are of me, and they are they're ridiculously strong since we play on hard mode, so this is going to be hell. Now, let's go over my troops. We have Roy, the main character. We have Marcus, the useless paladin. We have Volt, the archer. Alan, the cavalier. Lance, the cavalier. And Balls, the knight. I will never stop calling him that. That cracks me up every time. Now, as you can see, this is a turn-based strategy game, which means no units will be moving until I issue them to move, and also I will move all my units before the enemy gets their turn, and then they will move all their units now. This game is based around RNG, which means random number generator, which means there are a lot of percentages involved. This means that you can get lucky and you can get unlucky, but it is amazing how much you can plan with the right strategy, trust me. Now, just to prove how the combat in this game works, I can issue my cavalier to attack this guy. I'll attack with the sword, and as you can see here on the left side, you can see how the combat will play out, and there will be a brief fighting sequence, but I won't be attacking just yet, because this is hard mode, I can't just run and attack. As you can see, we can see their hit points. I'm red, he's blue. No, sorry, I'm blue, he's red. My power is how much damage I will inflict. My accuracy is how likely I am to hit on a percentage base. And the critical is how big of a chance I have of scoring a critical hit. Now, as you can see, I have a 95% chance to hit. And I do 8 damage if I hit. Now, he does 10 damage, but he has a 47% chance to hit. So, as you can see, he's a lot stronger and a lot tougher than me. But I am much more accurate than him. And also, I'm on a horse. I'm on a horse. Dun dun dun. Anyway, each unit in this game has stats, and they will level up and get stronger as you fight with them. And no, these are not all the units I will get. I will get many more units as I play through this game. Now, the horrible side of Fire Emblem, or should I say the magnificent side, because it's both very frustrating and what makes the game so incredibly good, is that there is permadeath in this game, which means that I lose this guy, he's not coming back. He is dead for good. And if I lose Roy, the game is over, because he's the main character. So I need to be extremely careful. I mean, I need to kill off all these bandits without losing a single one of my unit. Well, I can't lose them, but I don't want to, because you need to hold on to every unit you get. Now, let's go over the stats. Here are the stats of Lord Roy. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of stats, but they are all quite simple. Allow me to explain. First, we have hit points. Very simple. You reach 0 hit points, you die. Strength. You add your strength to damage inflicted, which means that when Roy is attacking, he's going to be doing 5 additional damage to all of his attacks. So strength is a very important stat. Without it, you can't kill anything. Now, if you look at these bandits, they have a lot of strength. You see this guy's 9 strength, so he's much stronger than Roy. Skill. Skill increases your chance to hit. You add your skill to the percentage chance you have to hit. So if you have a 95% chance to hit, and you have 5 skill, that means you have a 100% chance to hit your enemy, which is pretty good. It also gives you an increased chance to score a critical strike, which I will be talking about later. Then you have speed. Speed is a very important stat, because it adds to your avoidance. Now, your avoidance is your chance to dodge an enemy attack. So, if you have 7 speed, then that is 7% additional chance to dodge attacks, which means you're going to be surviving a lot more. So, also, if you have a lot of speed, and your opponent does not have enough speed, I think you need 4 points of speed more than your opponent, you will be able to perform a double attack, which I will also be explaining later. Luck. One of the most important stats. Luck reduces the chance that enemies will hit you and also critically hit you. It's basically a survival stat. The more luck you have, the more lucky your character will get, and he will survive a lot more. So luck is super important. Defense, also a very important stat. It counteracts strength. Basically, when someone hits me, say a bandit hits me for 10 damage, I have 5 defense, I reduce that damage by 5. So, as you can see, for example, Balls, the knight, he has a defense of 11, which is really good. So he's the tank. Now, then we have resistance. Basically the same as defense, just that it goes for magical attacks instead. So if I get a fireball in my face, then I will reduce approximately 0 damage. As you can see, Roy's resistance is very crap. Move. Now this is a grid-based game. Allow me to demonstrate. This is his movement range. During 1 turn, I can move 5 squares. Horses can move further. Armor knights, slow fat units like Balls here, can only move 4. So movement is basically one of the most important stats, I would say. Constitution, this is a bit of an advanced stat. Basically, it says how big I am, how big Roy is. Weapons have a weight factor. Big, large axes weigh more than tiny swords. So if I use a weapon that has more weight than I have Constitution, I will get a speed penalty, which means that I don't want to be using heavy weapons on Roy. He is a lord that is suited for wielding tiny swords. So Constitution is important in that regard. So if you have a big burly fighter, then he will have a lot more Constitution than a tiny little lord. Now these stats, they are not relevant at the moment, so I won't be talking about them. As you can see, here is Roy's weapon. Weapons have stats too. As you can see here, it has a weight of 5. And remember, since Roy has a Constitution score of 6, he can wield the rapier without any penalties. You can see the weapon's power, its chance to hit, and its critical strike chance. As you can see, it has a power of 5, a hit chance of 95%, and a crit chance of 10. Now, just so you won't have to do the math every single time you have to attack, you can see in the lower screen here, the lower right corner, you can see the Roy's total fighting stats, because that's his weapon equipped and his stats combined. So you can see that Roy, he hits for 10 damage, and he has a 108% chance to hit his opponents, and a 21% chance to avoid his opponents, and 12% critical strike chance. And he can attack opponents 1 square away, which he's a melee fighter basically. So those are his stats. You can go to the bandits and you can see their stats. As you can see, this guy, he does 17 damage, which is pretty huge. But then again, his hit chance is only 75%. And avoid 13%, crit 2%, and 1 range as well. So you can go through all the units you have and see how good they are in combat. As you can see, this archer, he has a range of 2, because he uses a bow. So he can fire on units far away. Now, I'm not going to go too much more into detail about the stats. I'm pretty sure you'll get a good grip of them as we play. But one thing that's worthy to note is the weapon triangle. You really need to know about the weapon triangle in this game. There are 3 kinds of weapon: swords, and you have lances, and you also have axes. Now, the general thumb rule is swords beats axes, axes beat lances, and lances beat swords. If you use the right weapons, you will get a nice bonus in combat, and your enemy will also receive a penalty in combat. So in order to beat the chapters on hard mode, you really need to use the weapon triangle to your advantage, or else you will die horribly, because as you can see, these guys have insane stats. 9 strength, like compared to Roy's 5, and they have 28 and 27 hit points. It is pretty... Okay, all of them actually had 27. Okay, there must be one bandit here with 28. Okay, here's the boss. 14 strength. Monstrous. He's gonna be a pain in the ass. Now, let's get into combat, shall we? I haven't shown you the combat yet. It's pretty neat, but since we play on hard mode, I am going to have to be really careful. I can't just rush in and charge into the bandits, or else I will get killed. Now, I'm gonna explain the terrain just briefly. As you can see here, these are plains. But if I go over this house here, you see, there's an avoidance 10, which means if I stand on the house, I will get 10 avoidance. If I stand on this forest here, I will get 20 avoidance on 1 defense, which is really good. So you should always try to use the terrain to your advantage. Now, I'm going to be sending Lance over to this house. First, I'm gonna check the range of the bandits, see how far they can attack. So, there are 3 bandits which can attack, which can be really disastrous. I'm actually taking a chance doing this, but I'm going to put him in the house and I'm going to equip the sword to make sure I have the weapon triangle advantage. I'm also going to visit the house to see. You! Guess what? Money is important. If you don't have it, your weapons will rust. And you can't fight without your weapons. Thank you, old man, for that useful information. Yeah, you need money in this game to buy new equipment. And let's place Alan here. And Volt, the archer, he can stand behind Alan, shielded by this cliff and this cavalier here, so he can tank these bandits. Now, Marcus, he is a very interesting unit. As you can see, he has really high stats. The thing is, Marcus, you shouldn't be using him a lot. He's an elite unit. As you can see, he's a paladin, which is a promoted cavalier, which means when these guys reach level 10, they can promote into paladins, which makes them stronger if you get the right items. And this guy is already promoted. Seems really good, right? But you shouldn't use him, because when he kills units, he hardly gains any XP at all, because he's much higher level than them. So he's basically sort of a help unit for noobs. Like if you can't beat the chapter, you can use Marcus to help a little bit, but I won't be using Marcus much because I want my other low-level units to get the experience instead, so they can become stronger. However, since this is hard mode, I'm probably going to be using Marcus a little bit if it gets really tough. The first thing I'm going to use is I'm going to trade this iron sword over to Roy, because I don't want to use up my rapier because it's a really good weapon. Now, balls, what can you do? You can tank this guy, I think. I'm gonna place balls here. I'm gonna place Roy in this forest. I'm gonna equip my iron sword. Now, let's see how it goes. Damn it, reinforcements already? But they ain't getting to the castle so easily. Here they come. Oh, there's so many of them. 35% chance to hit. Fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck. This is not good. No, 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 no. Please dodge. Please dodge. No! Fucking hell! Oh my god! Well, that's a new record. Oh my god! Fuck you, Fire Emblem 6. Fuck you. That's how easily you die in this game. I did 35% chance to hit twice, and they hit me both times. I mean, that is just stupid. That is just stupid. Okay, I lost. Well, theoretically I didn't lose, but the thing is, I don't want to lose my Cavalier, so now I'm gonna have to restart. Okay, I'm going to end this video. This is gonna be part 1. When I come back, I'm gonna be doing part 2. I'm gonna start on this chapter without all the stupid and boring explanation. And, yeah. Just gonna jump straight into it, and I think I'm gonna have to use another tactic. So, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.